from the 9-1. Switch that over, I stay young.
What it do, Sage Crow? It's your boy, Sage Exposure, back at it again another video, guys. Know what time it is? Alright, bet. In today's video, I'm gonna be going over how to rotate to the dead side of zone. The first thing that you need to do to get better at rotating dead side is to plan your rotations. As you guys can see here, I'm about to mark where I think I should be in the zone ahead of time. If you mark where you think you should be, this allows you to plan your rotation ahead of time and to get to where you want to be before the zone starts moving, or so that you don't get held by the storm and get stuck behind. As you guys can see in this picture here, I marked the zone ahead of time at a spot towards the west of Coral Castle. This allows me to plan things like which way I want to rotate and when I want to rotate ahead of time, because it gives me the exact distance from my destination. This is very important, and it can save you a lot of time in stacked end games or your just regular arena game. Another important thing is to use your rotation items. As you guys are seeing here in the video, I'm using a boat to rotate from the shark to the west of Coral Castle. This saves me a lot of time, and you don't even have to use a boat. You could use like hop floppers or spicy fish if you find them on the floor, or peppers. Those are very good for early game and making them rotate. But yeah, the boat comes in clutch a lot of times when rotating. Also cars too. Like, just know your surroundings and know what items you can use to your advantage to get to the circle. Another important thing that can help you with your rotations is to scout ahead. I don't know if you guys were looking closely, but if you saw, when I drove the boat towards the island, there was a player there, so that's why I turned back around. Scouting is very important, because even if you find the place that you want to be, there's already someone else there that defeats the whole purpose of rotating to that place where you think not a lot of players will be. Instead, if there's already a player where you plan to rotate, you should turn back or look for somewhere else to rotate, because you don't want the other player to aggro you if you base up near them and just ruin your game. And also, you don't know if the other player is bad, so you don't want to just brain dead key them and get slapped. So yeah, now you guys can see that I rotated back through Coral Castle, went straight through, took a little bit of storm damage, but I have floppers. It was only like 3 anyways. So yeah, there's a new storm circle, and it's a max distance. I do not want to use my hot floppers this zone, so I have to scout the area once again and try to find a way to get to the zone without wasting too much mats and without taking any damage. As you guys can see here, I pretty much just rotate straight through Coral Castle uninterrupted by anyone else. But as you guys can see, I am constantly like looking around the area to see if there are any players near me, constantly looking left and right. I don't check behind me because I know I just came from the storm and there's no one behind me. But I hear a player shooting to my right, so I go swerve to the left a little bit because I don't want to get into an engagement with somebody in the storm. So as you guys can see, constantly looking around, being aware of your surroundings, very important. Look for extra mats, like you guys can see me chopping this airplane. Look for bushes. Bushes are very important. I don't care if people tell you suck for using bushes. Bushes are good. And a lot of times in these stacked games, you will find a good player just camping in a bush, and he will slap you if you just walk up to it. So be careful for the bushes. Also look for supply drops and things. Just scout ahead for players and other different things that could be useful to you in the game. So here, as you guys can see, I see a player trying to rotate, and I go for a few tags. He starts building. I don't hit any shots, and I just leave him. I don't need to just full spray him. It's a waste of time. And luckily, I see a whole supply drop here, and no one's around to take it. But this is the dead side that I'm talking about, guys. Look at this. The whole lobby is on the other side of the map, and there's 2 players in front of me that way. But the whole lobby is at Sweaty Sands, and I'm all by myself at Coral Castle. And this helps me to win the game later on, because I'm literally away from everyone else. No one is shooting at me whatsoever. Another very important thing is finding the dead side. The dead side, if you guys want me to make another video on how to find the dead side, I can do that, definitely. But the dead side is not necessarily the side where the storm pulls slowest, or the side at the back of the zone. The dead side is the side with the least players. I was on a side where the zone was moving pretty fast, but no players were around. This is because I was on the dead side in the back of zone where players don't tend to stay and hang around for too long. This gives this whole part of the zone free to me by myself for this portion of the game. As you guys can see here, I rotate early. This allows me to get to the far edge of zone without the storm and other players being on my back the whole time as I rotate. This is very important as it also gives me extra time to scout the area and to farm extra materials. Rotating early is not always a smart play, but it usually is when you have the dead side of zone to yourself, because I can scout extra players like this guy in this bricks box over here. Alright guys, so this dude in the brick box is the player that I do not want to fight in games. This is the player that I call a weirdo. Like, look at this dude, not even in circle. Both of us are not in circle. He starts spraying at me. Oh wait, I actually think he's in circle. But look at this weirdo, bro. Like, he's really trying to AR fight me. So I have to fight back because I know if I don't shoot him, he's going to keep spraying me. I luckily get a 72 beam and now I have to keep pressuring him so I can rotate without this weirdo on my case. If you guys are fighting a player and he's just spraying you, your main priority is to not get tagged, because if you get tagged and other players see your shield get cracked or something, you will get lobby focused, and if you get lobby focused, that is the end of your game. So as you guys can see, I base up right here, get in a cone, and I collect information, looking at the weirdo at all times, looking through my little cone, trying to see what's going on. I do not want to get held. The next zone is the half and half. And it's very important rotating the half and half when you go to the backside. As you guys can see, the half and half has like half of it in the circle and half of it starts out of the circle. Once the whole circle moves, that whole portion of the map will be in zone. But if you rotate early and get to the part of this half and half zone where it's almost touching the storm, most players usually rotate to the edge where it's right on the circle, so you will have it mostly free, as you guys will see in this rotate right here. But once again, I'm scouting the area, looking to see if that weirdo was still there because I do not want him to tag me. But yeah, as you guys can see, I get a free rotate. The weirdo's gone. I'm chilling. Look at this. The whole lobby is on the whole other side, guys. There's like around 10 players left in the lobby. I can't see. I'm looking off my phone. I'm pretty blind. Yo, look at this. I'm just running straight through the circle, guys. I'm literally just have a free stroll through the circle in a Division 7 arena game. This is the game that I hit 4,000 points, I think, actually. But like, look, I'm just walking straight through the half and half zone. You guys see how I always stay on the edge because that's where the least players are usually. That's usually where the dead side is. So try to stay on the edge of zone when you're rotating. But like, look at this, bruh. I'm literally in zone. I don't even have to base up or anything because I know there's no one behind me and I know everyone in front of me will not go this far. Like, look at this. I'm on the back side of the half and half. Most people stay in the front and I'm legit just chilling. I'm literally crouching behind a tree. I don't have to build anything because I'm 100% sure that there's nobody around me. Well, it's a whole other story if there's a player around you, then you're gonna have to base up. But like, if you know there's nobody near you, look at, I'm just chilling and I have good mats, really basing up in storm. Hit this dude with the silver surfer with the beam, and boom, his game is over already. Crack shield, he's gonna get lobby focused. He's gonna have to use all of his chug splash, and I get a free rotate to the moving zone. Unfortunately, I think I do get beamed by this guy, but as you guys can see, I should not W key him here. It's not worth it. I already have stack loot. I don't really need a refresh. I have good mats and everything, but yep, I keep pushing him. Try to make him scared, nervous. Hit him for another 36, and then I just back off. Actually, I don't back off. I try to go for a shot. Yo, if I would have coned him, I should have slapped a cone in his box right there. That would have given me a free kill, but yeah. As you guys can see right here, what is about to happen? I'm about to get lasered by dudes because I'm not paying attention. This is a part where I should build because I know the guy is literally right in front of me, but I guess I just forgot what happened like 10 seconds before. Another mistake that I make here that you guys should not make is I'm building out of wood a lot. Should switch to my brick. But as you guys can see, once again, bushes are very useful. Don't listen to people who tell you if you camp in a bush you suck, because they're very useful. I try to pop the hot flopper there. I mess up, but I get it off here. Boom, look at this. Free rotates. Free rotates. Look at that. I'm literally in zone. No one is anywhere near me because I rotated early. I knew I was on the backside. I knew I could just jump through these other 5 players and then boom, free circle. As you guys can see, I'm chilling right now. I'm vibing, just chilling. Right here I mess up and I get beamed because I try to get a little too crazy with the free rotates. If you jump around a lot with the hop floppers, people can hear it and you're just vulnerable because you're in the sky and you can't really like build the whole time. But yeah, that was a little mistake on my part. I don't really care though because I have the shield fish and I'm chilling. Somehow I clutch up this win because I was set up the whole game. I didn't have to use that much mats. Watch how I place a cone over the bouncer because I don't want to use it. Intentionally do that. But yeah, I'm just chilling. This is just all like basic knowledge rotating from here on out. There's not that much people in this game. It's not very stacked, so all you have to do is just know how to get to the circle and know how to stay alive. And the game is pretty much mine. I think I have more mats than everyone else in this lobby at this moment, so as long as I don't take too much damage and I keep my floppers in the 300 or 200 metal I have, it's free because most people in the end game, they're very low on mats. I try to go for a pick on that dude there. Unfortunately, I can't get it, so I'm just chilling. I notice I'm kind of low on mats, so I'm going to go for a power play in a little bit. Luckily, this dude just drops in my box and I get a free kill, free refresh, free everything. But this is a 1v1, I think. I'm going for a power play here. I pop the hop flopper, and yes, sir, I'm trying to take height. If I get height here, I know I win. But I know I have the flopper advantages. There's no way to do it at 3 floppers. So I'm just chilling every single time. If I can't get height, I just camp and storm a little bit right here. Pop the flop, and unfortunately for that dude, he runs out of mats or something, and I just get the dub just like that. Just going for height, trying to make a power play. Another very crazy thing, guys, is that guy was pretty much doomed from the start. If I have a hop flopper on me, I can't take fall damage. So I was really just playing with that dude the whole time. I couldn't even take fall damage. But yeah, that's how you rotate to the dead side of a zone in an arena game in Fortnite. You guys know the vibes. But that's going to be it for today's video. It's your boy Antics, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.